Welcome to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host, Sheldon Moore. That's my guy, Charles Jackson. How you doing, bro?
Doing good, bro. How you doing?
Man, fantasy teams losing. The Eagles sold me on Monday. I was pissed. I ain't gonna cap. I was pissed.
Fly Eagles fly, boy. Got a bunch of
Bruh.
dead birds over there.
Saquon dropped the ball, bro. He drops the
What's up,
ball.
G? It's not his fault, G.
It
We ain't
is. He
gonna talk
dropped the
about that
ball. What are you
trash
talking about?
defense. That trash defense, bro. Y'all let the Falcons come down the field like that.
That is true. I'm not arguing that. That's true. But come on, bro. You dropped the ball.
Great game before then. He was the
did.
reason why y'all was still in the game.
He did. And Jalen Hurts played good. That's why I don't even count that NO he threw. I don't even count that BS. No, like, bruh. He drops the ball on, what was it, 3rd and 1? Or was it like 3rd and 3? Something like that. It was like 3rd and 3. Don't matter. He dropped the ball, bro. But yes, our Russian defense is really bad, bro. It's bad. And I told Jeremiah this. Yes, no, it was like last week. I said our secondary is decent. Our linebackers are iffy, but the pass rush, which I was not the pass rush, but our D tackles. That's what I was high on because of Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. That's what I was really high on.
I don't even think they got a sack. Did they even get a sack on Kirk Cousins?
No, they got a sack. I think it was like 1.
But he was in there, bro. He was in there doing whatever he wanted.
It's like we didn't get no pressure on him.
Yeah.
So Kirk Cousins was doing whatever. Like, bro, Bijan, I'm like, bro, this man is prime AP. I'm like, we can't do nothing. He is literally doing whatever he wants. And I was like, bro, that's why I was like, I don't even know who to really blame. Like, because you got to blame somebody. And I'm like, I really don't know because, like you said, Saquon had a good game. But then he drops the ball. Jalen Hurts, he didn't like have a like fantastic game, but I thought he played decent. I thought he played good. But then if you want to say, well, he threw the pick at the end, but it's like, it was kind of in a hurry up and he just, I don't know how he didn't see the safety in the back, but that is what it is.
What about the coaches? Y'all could have ran the ball instead of throwing it. I get they all expected you to run, but bro, you got Saquon Barkley and you got a great offensive line, bro. Run that motherfucking ball.
If we run the ball, we waste time because they don't have no timeouts. They have no timeouts, so we get it probably down to maybe like a minute, and then it's either if they stop us, because if they do run it on probably like 4th and 2 or 4th and 1, they just gonna do the tush push. We probably get that because the tush push was working all night.
Come on now.
So I mean, man, I don't know.
I blame the coaching. I blame it. I can't really blame Saquon, bro. He's played amazing that entire game. Besides at the end.
I don't know, bro. Now we got to play the Saints.
If Saquon don't do what he did, y'all not even in that game.
No, that's true. I mean, he played really good. And Smitty, I love you, Smitty. That man cold, bro. Smitty cold, bro. I don't care what nobody says. And that's our number 2. But no, though. So we're going to do our over-under win totals, part 6. This is the last 6 teams of this season. And for the first team, I got the Washington Wizards over under 20.5 wins.
Under. No, wait. I take that back. 20.5. So 21. They still got Cool, Jordan Poole, Alex Sarr. No, I'm still going under. I'm still going under. They as might not even win 15 games next year.
I go under at 20. Now, I think that would be their peak. They can get 20 and that's it. I don't think they could get 21. But they probably, what they win last year?
15. Yep, 15.
Yeah. Like you say, you still got Kuzma. Is Jordan Poole going to play better this year? Do we expect him to play better?
Who knows?
You got Alex Sarr. I know he had a bad summer league, but can he just be better? Can he do like what Brandon Miller? Because remember last year in the summer league, Brandon Miller was playing. He wasn't playing good. Then comes to find out he's a good player.
Mm-hmm.
Got Valanciunas. Who's their point guard? Malcolm Brogdon. They got Malcolm. Who else? No, because they starting line gonna be Malcolm, Jordan Poole, Kuzma, Sarr, and Valanciunas.
Mm-hmm.
Now they bench.
Non-existent. I mean, they got some rookies on their bench they just drafted, but no, that ain't it. I got them under 21, bro. Like I
Yeah, I
said,
got.
they'd be lucky. They'd be lucky if they get 15 again. The way that roster built.
Yeah, I'm going under. Next team, the Oklahoma City Thunder, over under 56.5 wins.
Under. I think they're gonna get about. I think they still gonna be a 50 win. They should still low key crack 50, but I see them in the range of like 47 to like 51. I don't think they get. We said 56.5.
Yeah.
No, I don't see them getting 57 wins again.
I think I would go under, but I think they can. I wouldn't be shocked if they got like 54, like 53, 54. Man, you got second in MVP. You got Jalen Williams, Chet. Obviously, they got Alex Caruso and Isaiah Hartenstein. Still got a good bench.
Mm-hmm.
That team is good. You know, some people, I don't know how you feel, but a lot of people still got that team like best in the West. They definitely in the top 3, at least for me. But to some, they still the best team in the West.
I think our Isaiah Hartenstein helps them, but I don't think that's enough for their interior defense. Like, yeah, he's gonna be going up against Joel Embiid and Jokic and all of them, and he can check and play weak side, but I still don't think Hartenstein's enough to move them and keep them and Alex Caruso to keep them number one in the West. Because you got to think a lot of people coming back healthy this season too. The Grizzlies,
Yeah.
then you got up and coming teams like the Rockets, and then the Spurs adding Chris Paul. They're gonna be competitive. So like the West ain't gonna be no joke this year. I mean, it's never been a joke, but it's gonna be real tough this year because you got at least 11 to 12 teams that's decent and good.
If Jalen Williams could take that like another leap scoring and say Chet, would you be shocked if they had 3 people average 20?
No, I wouldn't be because the way they play, they all unselfish and they all love playing with you. So I wouldn't be shocked by that.
So you could see Shea, Jalen Williams, and Chet all averaging 20 this year.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
That
Because that's most of
team,
they scoring right there.
because Chet averaged 16, Jalen Williams averaged 19. I could see Jalen Williams getting up to 21, maybe 22.
Yeah,
I could see Chet averaging a cool 20. Like, I could see that. And you still got Lou Dort, arguably one of your best defenders, defender. So I think that team is, I wouldn't be shocked if they're first in the West again, but I don't think they're going to get 57 wins like they did last year because that came out of nowhere. I don't care what one says. They did. No one had them winning 57 games. I don't care what nobody says.
I was just gonna say that, bro. They came out of nowhere, and then on top of that, now if they've done that, a lot of teams are gonna be ready for them and preparing for them. So it's gonna be different this year.
Before, like at the beginning of last year, what did you predict they would have? Like how many wins? Because I think the year before, I think they was like 40, maybe like a low 40. Off the top of my head, I can't remember.
I didn't think they was gonna have 50. I thought they was gonna at least be a top 6 team in the West, but 57 wins, I didn't see that.
I don't even think I had them nigga playing. I think I had them low. Like I would have to go back and look, but I think I had them fighting for like a play-in. But top West, no one had them that high. Next team, the Indiana Pacers, over under 47.5 wins.
Under 47.5, they had 47 last year. So 48. I'm gonna go under. I think they're gonna be close, but I don't think they're gonna get 48 wins. They probably get about 44 to 46, but I don't see 48. Because I feel like I said, like them, they another team. People didn't expect them to be that good as they was. And so now next year, people have a year's worth of film and playoff film on you. So they're going to guard them differently.
I think they can get, like you said, 46. I feel like people still sleeping on them. I feel like a lot of teams don't. They're not scared of them. I think people fear the Magic more than them.
Yeah, they do.
So Tyrese comes back healthy. Pascal Siakam gonna get a full year with them. You're high on Ben Mathurin. Hope he can stay healthy. Andrew Nembhard was good. Like, they got a good team. Praying Miles Turner rebounds better. Doubt it, but hoping he rebounds more. That's a good team. And I don't think they can beat like the Boston and New York. Could they give Milwaukee some go? Because, they got a little beef or whatever. But outside of that, I think they're in the tier with all those other teams, like the Cavs and the Magic. I wouldn't say Philly. I think Philly is better than them. So I would put them at 46, like you said. 46 seems like a good number. Pacers still a good team, though. Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best point guards in the league, man. Top 10. Next team, the Minnesota Timberwolves, over under 52.5 wins.
52.5. I'm gonna go over. I think I'm gonna go over. I see them. I see them getting exactly like 53. I see them getting exactly like 53 because Ant, just like watching Ant in the USA games and then like watching his like workouts over the summer, it looks like he's gonna take that next step. I'm not gonna lie. And if Ant takes that next step, that team is gonna be nasty because he averaged what, like 20, like 25 or something like that, or 23 or something like that.
He averaged 25.9. So if you want to add up 26.
26. Yeah. I could low key see him getting 27 to 29. He may be able to scratch 30 if he get a couple of more, free throws in a game. But yeah, it looks like he's gonna take that next step.
That's a top scorer in the league.
I mean, he had 26. You get 4 more free throws a game, that's 30 right there. Or hit an extra 3 or something.
Because it was only 3 people that averaged 30 last year. So that was Shea, Giannis, and Luka. And if you want to count Joel, because Joel most likely would average 30. So really 4.
Yeah, I could see him taking this going up to 30 this year. Because they usually say once you go to Team USA basketball, you're a totally complete different player next year. Because you've been around all those superstars and all-stars and got to compete with them every single day. So naturally you're gonna get better. So yeah, I could see them getting they over this season.
53 wins. I'm going to go over. Because what if 53 is that cutoff to being the number 1 seed? And I think they have the potential of being the number one seed again. Because, I mean, last year, it was only separated by a game.
Yeah.
And I know you were saying how you don't expect, like, the Nuggets and the Thunder to get, like, 57 wins in the West. Because, obviously, the West is getting better. And we got the Grizzlies coming back. Houston is going to be a better team. So, it's going to be kind of more, harder wins to get. So I'll go 53, maybe 54. And Edwards, I think he's like best shooting guard, definitely top 3. Rudy Gobert, I know people like to talk about him, but he is a defensive player of the year. Cat has been good. Could be better in the playoffs, but that's neither here or there. You still got Jaden McDaniels, and they got Rob Dillingham and
Terrence Shannon.
Yep, Terrence Shannon. I was about to say the dude Culver, because I remember he was on Timberwolves. They drafted him, but yeah, Terrence Shannon. They got a really good team, and I said they had like the best offseason. Well, definitely the best draft, and they have probably one of the best off seasons. So yeah, I go over. I go like 53, 54 wins. Like, and especially if Ant takes the next step, he's already a decent, like good defender. Maybe like passing a little bit more. But like, I mean, last year he averaged 5 assists. I think for him, I think that was pretty good. And he probably up it even more than probably like 6. So I could definitely see Timberwolves going over. All right, the last team in the East, the Boston Celtics, over under 58.5 wins.
Over
That's the highest total in the league.
58.5. And they repeating. I low key. You said what was number 58.5?
Mm-hmm.
So 59 wins. They got 64 last year. Low key, I'm gonna say over. I think they're gonna get 59 because after what Jason Tatum went through and Jaylen Brown went through, I think they're gonna be real hungry next year. I think they felt disrespected, even though they are NBA champions. I still feel like they feel like they're disrespected, so they're gonna come out more aggressive. They're gonna come out better to start the year. And then the East is weak, bro. The East is so trash. So I can see them getting that 59 again.
Hey, we just talk about the Knicks, the Bucks. I know you're high on the Magic and the Sixers. The East has gotten better, low key. It's gotten
Yeah,
better.
the Heat still weak. The Bulls, the Hawks, the Nets, Raptors, Hornets, Wizards, and Pistons, all of them are easy
So the free
wins.
W coupons? They free W
Yeah,
coupons?
they free W if they just against the Celtics. Yeah, I mean, of course, every team gonna play their hardest against the Celtics because they just won and they champions. But the rest of them teams are ass. They not better than the Celtics. Out of all them teams, only team I can see them giving them some go is the Heat. Literally it.
I'm gonna go over. I wouldn't be shocked if they get 60 again. And maybe they might, the championship hangover that might come into play. But I mean, I feel like they got the best starting five in basketball, bro.
Yeah,
And
they
Drew
do.
Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, and Porzingis. Even though Porzingis, that might hurt them in the beginning. I still think they're going to be good. But him, there was the report saying he's gonna be out for like 3 to 6 months or something. So he might not come back until like December or like basically January. So that might hurt them. But I think Al Horford is good enough to handle the center responsibilities up until then. And Xavier Tillman is he's a decent, I think he's an okay backup big man. Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard. They got some good players. And they got Lonnie Walker. That was a low-key pickup for them. They come off the bench.
Yeah, Lonnie decent.
So, on paper, they got the best team, bro. Like, that's a lot of good players. A lot of them, like Derek White, it's like on any other team, he probably like the fifth. He probably like the second best player, third best player, low key. But he low key like they fifth. Well, yeah, I think he like the fifth best player on the team. So, I mean, that's an amazing starting lineup and amazing team. So, I got the Boston Celtics over. I think they can. I think they can hit 60 again. Would I be shocked if they didn't though? I wouldn't be shocked, but I think they can hit 60 again. All right, the last team for the over-unders. The Los Angeles Lakers, over under 43.5 wins.
I'm going over. I think I'm going over 43.5. They won 47 last year. Yeah, the West got tougher, but you still got Bron and AD. I think they can get them to 44 wins this season.
I'm going over, man. LeBron, basically at age 40. What is this, year 22?
Yeah, 22.
Man, that's crazy, man. He been in the league majority of our lifetime.
Legit,
That's crazy. That's crazy. But no, LeBron, he's still putting up really good numbers, man. AD, I think he's gonna have another good year. Austin Reeves, I hope he gets better. D'Lo in the regular season is good, just the playoffs, but that's a different story. Rui Hachimura, decent, even though they didn't sign anybody. But let's see what Dalton Connect does. Bronny James, I think that's still a question mark, but that's another topic for another day. I think that team is still enough, because I know last week you was praising like the Lakers and they should be higher in the power rankings, but I do agree as long as you have LeBron and AD, that you still got a chance, especially when they both playing at a high level. Mm-hmm. So I'm rolling with the over on the Lakers. And I mean, I feel like as long as they don't go up against the Nuggets in the playoffs, they should be good. I think they could be any of them other teams.
Low key, I think adding JJ Redick is gonna make that offense a little bit better.
I hope so.
Because last year and then on the years with Darvin Ham, like they offense was real stagnant. If it wasn't a LeBron and AD pick and roll, they offense was really stagnant. Or D'Lo or Austin Reeves going 1-on-1. The offense was real stagnant. I think it's gonna be a lot of more ball movement, and I think their offense is gonna be way. I wouldn't be surprised if they had top 10 offense in the league. To be honest,
Darvin Ham was bad. I don't care what nobody say,
yeah,
bro.
and I think their
Like his
defense gonna
clock
be better too.
management was bad, bro. Like it was a lot of it was like, bro, like what are you doing? But we don't gotta do it. I hope JJ Redick comes in. Man, if the Lakers start out slow, they gonna talk about JJ Redick, and they gonna say the stuff like, oh, he don't know what he doing, yada yada yada. Then the minute they start winning, hey man, JJ Redick, he might have been that guy. It's gonna happen, bro.
What's starting off slow to you? Like they
So
5
the
and 5
Lakers
first 10 games, or
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so the Lakers' first 10 games are against the Timberwolves, the Suns. No, wait. Take that back. I take that back. I'm looking at the preseason. Take that back. Okay, first 10 games is the Timberwolves, the Suns, the Kings, the Suns, the Cavs, the Raptors, the Pistons, the Grizzlies, and the Sixers.
damn, out of them first 10, I only see 2 for legit wins. The rest I feel like are toss ups.
Like, I think they could beat the Timberwolves on opening night. The Suns, they played them basically in a 4-day span. I think they could split with them. The Kings have had the Lakers number for some apparent reason. Don't know why, but I'm gonna go with a W. The Cavs, I think they could beat the Cavs. The Raptors, they could beat them. The Pistons, they could beat them. The Grizzlies, that might not be. I don't know. I don't think that's a cakewalk. And the Sixers, that might not be a cakewalk. So I wouldn't be shocked if they lost that game. If the Lakers somehow start off with say 3-7, then they're gonna get on JJ Redick and say, "Oh, he don't know what they're doing. They only got him for his podcast. I mean, from the podcast." They did say they was looking at that though. The Lakers, I saw they was looking at him on the podcast.
Yeah, JJ Redick is great. He's really a great mind. I wouldn't put him on the same level as Jason Kidd, but just watching him on his podcast and then him break down film and talk about different players and different teams and how different teams should have ran their offense. He has a great basketball mind. It's just when you a head coach, that's a whole different ball game. You got to worry about subbing in players mid game, and when you as a announcer, it's easier because you're watching the game, but as the head coach, that's live time subbing players in and out depending on how they plan and rotation, like you said, and then clock management. It's all a little stuff when you a head coach. So
I hope,
I think
man.
it's gonna be that first 10 games. Like I said, I can only see them legit winning 2,
The
and that's
Raptors
against
and
the
the
Raptors
Pistons.
and the Pistons, and the rest are toss ups in my eyes.
If JJ, man, I feel like when you the Lakers coach, you have a 2-year leash. I feel like you have 2 years. If you don't do nothing in first year, it's okay, it is what it is. But then it's that second year, if you're still bad, you get in the boot. All right, that is it for our over-under win totals for the 24-25 season. Now we're gonna talk about the final 10 teams for our preseason power rankings. At number 10, I have the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's where I had them. I had the Cavs at 10.
I got the Nuggets. I had the
Damn,
Nuggets at
Nuggets at
10.
10. That's crazy.
Yeah. I think losing KCP, bro, that was a big loss for them. I know they got Westbrook back. I mean, they signed Westbrook. But losing KCP, that really hurt them. And then them not having the bench, I don't think they're gonna be as good as they once were. I
No,
don't think they're gonna be a
no, go
top
ahead.
5 team. I don't think they're gonna be a top 5 team power ranking wise in the league.
I
Because
feel
all the
like
other teams got better.
I only did that like the Nuggets, they're top 10, but that's like I had them up higher, and that's literally because of Jokic. And I mean I said it last week. You still got your 4 best players, and I feel like as long as Jokic is gonna play at a high level, which he will, and Jamal Murray, I know he had he was low-key bad in the playoffs, and then he was bad in the Olympics, but I do feel like he's going to play better. And as long as he plays good, and like Jamal Murray, he does, like outside of this past playoffs, he does play good in the playoffs. And I feel like as long as those two and like your role players play good, and it is a tall task of asking those young players to step it up, like that you are asking for that, and I agree. Like we both said it, like they got weaker, like they did get weaker, but I just feel like Jokic is just so great. He can uplift a team and he can get them there. But at number 10, I'm not arguing it. Like I'm really not arguing it. But I do think the Nuggets are better than the Cavs. I definitely believe that.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I had the Cavs at 10. But they are better than the Cavs. I don't even like the Cavs are like a second round team. But yes, I have the Cavs at 10. I think they should be at 10.
I said, it's cool with me. I ain't tripping.
All right. So we got the Cavs at number 10. Number 9. This is where I had the Suns.
I got the Grizzlies. I think that I told like last week I said I was real high on the Grizzlies. I think like just how you talk about how great Jokic is and he can uplift a team. I think Ja's that type of player where he can uplift a team. Like when Ja's on that court, it just seems like the whole team plays better. It's like bro, Superman or something. G like he brings life into that team. He brings life into that stadium. And even if you down 20, like that team is still playing like they down 1 or like they up because of the electric energy that Ja brings. So I think with Ja coming back, they gonna be a top team in the West.
Can Ja get them to the finals?
By himself, no. They would need somebody else. Because unless Jaren Jackson takes that next step this year. But just Ja himself, nah. He I don't think he's enough to take you to the finals.
Ja, Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson, like if they all healthy, I mean, because I feel like when they played the Warriors, because that year I think the Warriors won the championship, so that was 22. That low key was probably better than them. I just felt like experience came into play for the Warriors, and then Ja did miss some games in that series. I think if they were healthy, they probably do beat them. Ja is like, he's really good. Yeah. I mean, I didn't have them in the top 10. I had them number 15. Like, that was mine. I had them in number 15. But, like, at the bottom of 10, I'm not arguing it like Desmond Bain, because Desmond Bain was really good last year. Obviously, his, like, stats are going to go down a little bit because Ja's coming back. Jaren Jackson, you've been saying that he can't rebound for some apparent reason. You're too tall to not be able to get boards. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you got to get some boards. And what is Zach Edey going to be? How is Marcus Smart? What is he going to do? Because I think you said they're going to start Marcus, right?
Yeah, I think they're gonna do that 3-guard lineup. I think it's gonna be Ja, Marcus, and Desmond.
That is a small lineup, bro.
It is, but them they best players. And then Marcus Smart is not a bench player in my eyes.
No, I agree. But because Desmond Bain, what is he like?
GG Jackson hurt too.
Yeah, so. I know. Yeah, GG Jackson. So they are gonna do that. I wanted GG Jackson to start and have Marcus Smart command the second unit. But I mean, like Desmond Bain is 6'5", 215, so he gonna be out there
guarding, and he got like short ass arms.
Yep. But he look-key swole though. Like Desmond Bain swole. But like he gonna be after guarding, say LeBron or like a Kawhi Leonard or something like
KD.
KD.
Raw small forwards.
So it's like, and then Marcus Smart, he gonna play the 2. Yeah, I don't know. I just would start Gigi Jackson because of the size, really. But Marcus Smart, I'm not. I'm not like abandoning it, but yeah, I mean, I'm not upset at that. So at number 9, we have the Memphis Grizzlies. At number 8, this is where I had the Bucks.
I got the Thunder.
You think the Thunder? All right, brother.
Yeah,
man. All right, bro. All right. Yeah.
I think,
I want
like
to
I
know
said, I
who.
think they're gonna regress. I think they're gonna regress this year. And I feel like with the teams that I got above them, I think they got better. Um, and like I said, I think teams has figured out OKC. Well, I wouldn't say figured them out, but they got a lot of film on them now. So I wouldn't say it's gonna be easier, and their game plan for them is gonna be way different. So I think they're gonna drop in the standings, honestly,
So you
because the
think
teams
the
that
Bucks got better than them?
yeah, I think with Dame being back and Dame being healthy, I think it's gonna be a whole different Bucks team.
But
Because allegedly, Dame was hurt last year, and then
well,
he
he
was
was
going
hurt at
through all that
the
stuff with
end.
his family, and then he was
Yeah.
going through all that stuff with his family.
Yes,
So,
I agree with
so I
that
think
part.
that plays a big point. Because if Dame was the Dame from Portland, I'm pretty sure everybody had the Bucks
Oh,
high this season.
I don't think we didn't think he was gonna be Portland Dame. That was like 30 points almost. I thought he would average. I thought he would average more because I think last year he averaged 24. I would have thought he would at least average say 26, maybe
I wouldn't
27.
like to be honest with you. I wouldn't be shocked if him and Giannis both averaged 30 this season. I would not
Mm,
be honest. I
so
would
30
not. I would
points.
not be shocked. I would not be shocked, bro. Because
So Chris
Giannis gonna
Middleton.
get his regardless.
Yes, I agree.
And then like I said, Dame is healthier this season, and so reportedly, allegedly, he didn't work out and come into shape in the
Now he
beginning of the
said that.
season.
No, he not that ain't allegedly. He said that. He definitely said that.
I mean, but players can lie.
I mean,
He can lie.
but he did
He,
sell
he
Doc
told,
Rivers that though. He didn't really like work out like in the summer because of the trades and
hmm
stuff. So that is true. That's true.
So he comes back in healthier, and he comes back more in shape, and he's not really dealing with that family drama anymore. I think the Bucks will be better.
I don't think they're better than the Thunder though. Because like you last week you was talking about Chris Middleton gonna be traded, so that means I feel like that just means he gonna be decent, but obviously not like Chris Middleton. Oh, and I do expect him to not be like what he was. But outside of that, that team, the team, I'm not I do feel like Giannis and Dame, they are kind of better. Could those two uplift them over the Thunder? Maybe, but I feel like the team itself, they low key cleared the Bucks. The Thunder cleared them because once again, Shea, cancels out Giannis. I think they cancel each other out. Then Dame, I think Dame is better than whoever, Chad or Jalen Williams. Then after that, who is better than them? Chad is better than whoever the third is. You probably can argue Isaiah Hartenstein is the fourth or whatever. You can argue it. I think the team is just better. Unless their role players, because I know they got Gary Trent. I think they brought in DeLon Wright and Torian Prince.
Prince.
I don't think those guys are better than them. The Thunder at number 8. I ain't agreeing with that, brother. I'm definitely not agreeing with that. And then you do gotta the Thunder did win 50 something, but the Bucks, if Giannis doesn't miss those last week or so, they probably hit the 50 win mark. They most likely. But they was kind of bad. And I do think the Thunder team is just better. But, the Thunder at 8, I don't agree with it. But that's what we're just going to put. I don't think that. At number 8, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder. At number 7, this is where I got the 76ers.
Oh. At 7, I got the Suns. I think
so you got the Suns high. Okay.
Yeah, I think adding Tyrus Jones is going to take a lot of pressure off of Bill and Book. Because last year, Bill, Book, it was point guard by committee, and so now that you got a point guard, all they left to do is focus on getting buckets. And I think that's going to take a lot of pressure off them, and it's going to make the offense and the team run more smoothly.
I think Philly did. I think they better than the Suns because if they match up, let's just say in the finals hypothetically, Paul George on KD gonna get his regardless. But Paul George is gonna make KD work for it. I don't know who guarding Devin Booker. He gonna lie. I don't know who guarding him. Bradley Beal. If Bradley Beal can get to somewhat, I would say better than what he was last year, that would be helpful for them. But Tyrese Maxey and nobody on that team can stop Joel. So I don't know what they can do. Like they gotta have Nurkic guard him, and all you gotta do is draw a foul. You gotta get him in foul trouble, then they screw. Because I don't even know their backup big is Mason Plumlee. He can't guard him. Like the Sixers, and you're high on the Sixers.
Yeah, I am.
But because like I said, I had the Suns at 9. Yeah, you probably. I wouldn't be shocked if you got Philly in the top 5 somewhere. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, I do. I definitely got Philly in the top 5.
Yeah, I'm not shocked at that. But Philly, because I just feel like they're not better than like the Celtics. I think I had the Knicks higher than them when at first, like I think when the trade went down, I think I had the Knicks higher than them. And then like I feel like the Mavericks, Mavericks are good. You still got Luka, yada yada yada. But I just feel like Philly, even though we think they're good, they still a question mark because they do be selling. Like they do be selling the playoffs, but the Suns at 7, the Suns like, and I agree, Tyus Jones does help. I definitely do, and it helps. But I want to see what it's gonna be though. Like with like Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and KD. Like how is Tyus Jones gonna make it easier for them? They still gonna be a small team, but how? Like I want to see what he's gonna do. Like it's like not. I want to know if Budenholzer is gonna make him command the offense, get everybody involved and stuff like that, instead of because like, would you be shocked that they made like Tyus Jones like a spot up shooter? Like, would you be shocked that they did something like that?
No, I wouldn't be. I think he's gonna initiate the offense because if you look it up, he has one of the best assist to turnover ratios. And I think Budenholzer is gonna trust the ball in his hands for him to get to run the offense, and he's literally gonna be a catch and shoot. He's gonna be a corner boy. So after he initiates the offense, his job is gonna be go in that corner and knock down open shots. And then he don't really like to score like that anyways. So it's like you're not gonna really have to worry about that. You don't have to really worry about him wanting the ball or wanting to score. If anything, he wants to pass more than anything. Because look what he did with the Wizards. He could have been. I don't even think he was one of the Wizards' top 3 scorers last year. And that team didn't have nobody on it, and he still was barely shooting.
I mean, I thought that was a great move by the Suns. I just didn't think they were like number 7 worthy, but 7 and 9. I mean, it's not clear. Like it's not like a big gap. So, all right. At number 7, we have the Phoenix Suns. At 6, this is where I had the Mavericks.
Yeah, I got the Mavericks at 6. I got the Mavericks at 6.
Like, because we talked about it, Klay Thompson, Najee Marshall, center position. I really don't know what they're gonna do. I feel like I know you said you want them to start Derek Lively, but I feel like Jay Kidd is probably gonna go back to what was going right for them. So I think he leaves Derek Lively on the bench, and maybe Derek Lively takes the starting position probably in the middle or later in the season from Daniel Gafford. But I feel like he's just gonna start out with Daniel Gafford though.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if he did, because like you said, that team had a lot of success with him as a starting center. But like I do agree. I think by the mid-season or probably even before All-Star break, Derek Lively I wouldn't be shocked if he take the starting lineup.
I've been said it. I think this is the year Luka wins the MVP. I feel like this is it. Like, because I don't know what more the man got to do. Kyrie's still gonna have a really good season. Klay Thompson, I wouldn't be shocked if he averaged 20, like a low 20, because like he could be standing in the corner majority of the
Yeah,
time
he's gonna have a lot of
and come
wide
out pick
open
and
shots.
rolls. And PJ Washington, he might be better. Because he was good for them last year. He was just selling in the playoffs to a bit outside of that OKC series, but he was good for them. Like the Mavericks got a good team. Like they really got a good team. At number 6, we have the Dallas Mavericks. Now at number 5, this is where I had the Nuggets, but obviously the Nuggets are at number 10. No,
I got the Knicks. Like, even though they just got Mikal Bridges and they re-signed OG, and they got Julius Randle back, you gotta play. They got like 9, 10 good players, if not more than that, bro. Like, a lot of them players played good last year when everybody got hurt, so they all gonna want minutes. So my thing is, like, I still think they're a top 5 team in the league, but how is Tibbs gonna manage all those minutes? Because now DiVincenzo gonna have to go to the bench, and he had an amazing playoffs, an amazing run while everybody was injured. I think I was watching Gilbert Arenas' show, and they were saying like he averaged like 29 minutes and like 15 points. That's not bad at all. And now you asking him to go to the bench, like that's gonna be tough. I wonder how Tibbs is gonna manage them minutes, but I got them at 5.
The starting lineup is going to be Jalen Brunson, Mikal at the 2, OG at the 3, Julius at the 4, and Mitchell Robinson at the 5. And I saw that they want to have Randall play some 5, and I figured like he's going to play in spurts and stuff. But I just feel like that team, like, I do think they're top 5 worthy. But yeah, the Knicks, I think they're the second best team in the East. So, Jalen Brunson, and another thing, they're not going to be playing like 40 plus unless it's obviously like he really needs them to play that. But they don't have to go out there and play 40 plus minutes like they did in the playoffs. Now, when it does come to playoff time, he might roll that 40-minute lineup out. He might do that. But it depends on Randall if he comes, how is he gonna come back from soul surgery, and how is he gonna adapt to the Villanova boys? But I do think the Knicks are good. But I mean, at 5, I'm not upset at that because I had them at 4. I had the Knicks at 4. So really, well, the Nuggets got to go somewhere because we have the Cavs at 10, so they got to go somewhere. So since I had them at 4, you had them at 5, which one you think is better though? Like, you think the Knicks is better than the Nuggets right now?
Yeah, I think the Knicks are better. Like, team-wise and on paper, yes, they're better than the Nuggets.
Okay, so the Nuggets will be at 5 then, and the Knicks at 4. I mean, at 5, it's like it's not a big difference. So at number 5, we have the Denver Nuggets. We have the Denver Nuggets at number 5. So yeah, I had the Nuggets. I had the Nuggets at 5, and then I had the Knicks at 4. So we really don't gotta talk about them because we kind of talked about the Nuggets. So you got Philly in the top 3?
Yeah, I got
Ooh, man, that's crazy. I did not expect that. You said what?
I got the T-Wolves at 4.
I had the T-Wolves at 3.
At 3?
I had T-Wolves at 3. So, man, I do feel like the Timberwolves are our top 3 team. I think they were top 3 team. I think they were top 3. Cause like, bro, we just talked about them earlier. Like, bro, got one of the best 2 guards, got a center, you got Cat still, and that team. I think that team overall is just so good. And you said you expect Anthony Edwards to probably take another step. I do too. Timberwolves, man, they a problem, man. And if Terrence Shannon and Rob Dillingham like probably exceed expectations, they could make it to the finals, low key.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if they do, because the only team I felt like, well, that was their Achilles heel was the Nuggets, but the Nuggets got weaker. And if you look in the West, I feel like they're better, like paper wise. I feel like they're better than the Thunder because they're bigger than the Thunder. The Nuggets, I feel like they got their number. The Clippers, they can beat them. We seen what they did to the Suns. I wouldn't be shocked, like you said, if they was the number one seed in the West.
And you say you had the Timberwolves at 4.
Yeah, and then at 3, I got the Bucks. I'm really high on the Bucks and Sixers this year.
Man, the Bucks at 3.
I just believe Dame is gonna come back different, bro. Because if Dame was anything like Portland Dame, bro, they would have been so much better last year. So much better. I just think that with another training camp on their belt and Dame coming back in shape and healthy, I think they're gonna be a totally different team. And then I've seen Giannis. Giannis was he's been working on this jumper, so hopefully he can hit that 10, that
Man,
15,
look,
10,
bro.
15
I've
foot
seen
jumper.
Giannis do a lot of stuff, and he don't do nothing. And like when it comes to the game, he doesn't do nothing. Man, work with Akeem, and I ain't seen no post moves. Like, I'm dead serious, though. I'm dead serious. So, like, what are we doing? I'm serious. Like, what are we doing? The Bucks? You had the Bucks at where?
3.
At 3. I'm missing the team. I'm tweaking. Because I got Cavs. Because at 10, we got Cavs, the Grizzlies, OKC at 8, the Suns at 7. Oh, okay. Now I know. Okay, so I'm tweaking. We had the Cavs at 13. That's where I messed up at. So, how we're going to do this is we're just going to put a team below it. So, we got Grizzlies at 10, OKC at 9, Suns, Dallas, Denver at 6, the Knicks at 5, the T-Wolves at 4, and you had the Sixers where?
I got the Sixers 2.
Ooh. And you had the Bucks at 3.
Yep.
Okay, so that's how we're gonna do it. Okay, so now I messed up. So I guess number 1, obviously, we got the Celtics.
Yeah, the Celtics.
Like, I feel like we don't really need to talk about them that much. Like, they the reigning champs. They deserve to be number 1. I am shocked OKC is low though. I'm not gonna lie. I am shocked at that. I do feel like they are a top 5 team in the whole league. I definitely believe that. I don't think they bottom 10 worthy, but
you think they better than the T-Wolves?
I would put them in the same round.
The Knicks?
I put them in the same round with them.
Mavs?
I probably think Knicks might be better than them, low key, but I think that the Knicks don't clear them.
What about the Mavs?
Yeah, they better than the Mavs. I think they're better than the Mavericks. Bro.
What?
Unless Luka is just godly, bro. Like, if he godly,
they couldn't stop him. They couldn't do nothing with Luka.
Who?
OKC.
Bro, it took PJ Washington. It took PJ Washington to basically average 40% from 3-point range. That is an anomaly. That's an anomaly, bro.
You don't think he could shoot high 30s again? Or at least 40%?
He didn't do it the other series? No, I don't know.
I mean,
high 30s?
Now he got Clay there, so Clay, a lot of attention. He gonna really be wide open naked because you already got Luka and Kyrie, and now you got Clay. them three gonna need so much attention on them. PJ Washington is gonna have a lot of open shots.
No, G. Like, I'm going right back to that series, bro. Because against the Celtics, he averages 10 points, barely 6 boards. He shot 27 from 3, 40% from the field. Against the Timberwolves, averaged 12 points, 6 boards, shot 25% from 3, and 37% from field. Let's just go to the Clippers. The Clippers, he averaged 10 points. He averaged 5 boards, 31% from 3, and 41% from field. Now, here we go with the freaking the Thunder. He averaged 17 points, shot 46% from 3.
Nah, he's
and
not shooting
ain't
46%.
sniffed nothing close to that in the other series. Ain't sniffed nothing close.
What did he shoot in the regular season?
In the regular season, let's see. Hold on. Let me see. I'll just go with what he shot with the Mavericks. When he got to the Mavericks, he shot 31% from 3. In them 28 games. But then on them games with the Hornets, he shot 32% from 3.
So about the same.
That's what I'm saying. It's an anomaly, bro. It took PJ Washington to go dummy crazy for them to win. And Luka was gonna do him. And Kyrie had some good games in that series too. Bro, like in 3 of these games, PJ Washington gave you 29, 27, and 21. Then the other games, he gave you 10, 10, and 9. Like, you know, it's an anomaly. Like what he was doing was it just doesn't happen. So
I think his 3-point percentage is gonna go up now, though, bro. Like PJ Washington is not a bad player, so like when he's wide open in them corners or wide open on the wings or whatever the case may be, I think he'll knock down. I could see him shooting 35, 36% this year, and that's not bad.
Oh, for him, I think that's really good. 35%, probably, because he attempts. I don't think he attempts that many threes with the with the Mavericks. He attempted 5 threes.
5.
1 for
I think
5.
that number might go up. That number might go up.
What, 2 for 7 or something? 3 for 7?
He said 1 for 7. Yeah, like around. No,
one.
Yeah,
He was shooting 1.8 to 5.8 threes per game.
Yeah,
like, those was his mixing
he'll go up to like 7. I think he'll shoot like 7 to 8 threes this game, and go like what 3 for 8, maybe. Yeah, like 3 for 8. I could see him doing that.
I don't know, but so that concludes our top 10 for the FCE preseason rankings. At number 10, we have the Memphis Grizzlies. At number 9, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder. At number 8, we have the Phoenix Suns. At number 7, we have the Dallas Mavericks. At number 5, we have the Denver Nuggets. At number 5, we have the New York Knicks. At number 4, we have the Timberwolves. At number 3, we have the Milwaukee Bucks. At number 2, we have the Philadelphia 76ers. And at number 1, we have the Boston Celtics. That concludes our preseason rankings. And next, we're going to talk about who are the top 10 coaches in the NBA right now. I'll start off. I go with my honorable mentions. For some reason, I feel like you got this one person in the top 10. I'm not going to be upset at it, but I just feel like some of these other coaches are probably better than him. So in my honorable mentions, I got Jason Kidd. I got Mike Budenholzer. I got Taylor Jenkins. I got Ime Udoka. And I got Doc Rivers. Like, Doc Rivers, like, he in the honorable mentions, bro. He in the honorable mentions, bro. But now, though, so, like, at number 10, I got Nick Nurse. At number 9, I got Chris Finch. At number 8, I got Joe Mazzulla. At number 7, I got Tom Thibodeau. At number 6, I was hesitant. I switched them. I got Mark Dagnall. At number 5, I got Greg Popovich. At number 4, I got Mike Malone. At number 3, I got Steve Kerr. At number 2, I got Tyronn Lue. And at number 1, I got Eric Spoelstra.
Okay. I mean, I ain't mad at your list because it's a lot of good coaches in the league. My honorable mentions, though, is definitely Taylor Jenkins and Chris Finch. I think Ime Udoka, I think those are really good coaches. At 10, I got Tibbs. At 9, I got Mark. Which how you pronounce his name?
Mark
Dagnall.
Dagnall. Mark
Dagnall.
Dagnall.
Yeah, I got him. And then at 7, I got Joe Mazzulla.
No, who at 8?
Now you gonna be shocked.
Who
I got
who at
Jason
8?
Kidd.
Who's at 8?
Mark. No, not Mark. Tibbs at 10. Mark at 9.
Okay.
Joe Mazzulla at 8.
Okay.
And then I got Jason Kidd at 7.
Okay.
And I got Steve Kerr at 6. Nick Nurse at 5. Mike Malone at 4. Ty Lue at 3. Pop at 2. And Eric Spoelstra at 1.
Okay, so like Popovich, if we're going like, I feel like I ain't gonna lie, I only had him in top 5 because of what he's really done, like what he's done for like his whole coaching career. But like, if we're being honest, if you want to say the last, really since Kawhi left, he really hasn't been like top 5-ish. But I only gave him top 5 because of really what he's done.
When I did it.
No, go ahead. No,
I was gonna say when I did my list off of like their entire career.
Oh, okay.
Plus what my predictions for them, next year and what they did last season and all that. So like it's literally the totality of the thing. Because most of my coaches in my top 5 have won rings. Only person like Jason Kidd I got above Joe Mazzulla. And that's only because I think Jason Kidd is a better coach than Joe Mazzulla is. Joe Mazzulla inherited a number one, the NBA champions, basically. I feel like if Brad Stevens was there, they still would have won that championship last year. But yeah, I did mine with the totality of their entire careers.
Like, if we're being honest, Steve Kerr, he been low-key average.
Yeah,
and I only put him in top 3 because of what he's done. Like, that's really the only reason why I got him top 3.
And then,
what he's done.
I didn't even put him in my top 5. It's because like the last 2-3 years, ever since they won their championship, bro, they have not done anything. They've been nothing but playing teams. And if you got Curry, Clay had, a couple of bad years, and you still got Draymond, you let go Jordan Poole. If you're one of those top 5 coaches, top 3 coaches in the league, bro, you got to find a way to win with that team that you got. And you still got Curry, you still got Draymond, you still got Wiggins, you still got Kuminga. And then, he didn't even develop his rookies that well. You know what I mean? You can't stop a player. If a player is just that good, you can't stunt their growth or you can't stop them from developing. But players like James Wiseman, he damn near stunted Kuminga's growth because he didn't want to play Kuminga. But Draymond and them was saying, you got to play Kuminga. You got to play him. And now look at him. He might be averaging 20 and 10 next year and might be commanding a $200 million extension.
Where did you have Mike Malone at?
I got him at 4. I got him as one of my top 5.
I switched him. I had him at 6. Then I switched him with Mark Dagnall because they did win that ring. And the Steve Kerr, him winning that ring at 22 played a part of being in the top 3 because he did win, in this decade. So that is like the credit. Like I did give him that. Ty Lue, I had him at 2 because I feel like he kind of basically. Well, no, I take that back. Because I was gonna say in the same boat as Spoelstra, but Ty Lue, Paul George and Paul George and Kawhi Leonard have been hurt, but he has kept that team really competitive. And I still believe if Kawhi Leonard was healthy against the Suns, what was that 2 years ago? They probably win that series because Westbrook was going crazy and Kawhi Leonard was playing amazing. And Kawhi Leonard goes down. It's now it's just Westbrook and a bunch of role players. If Kawhi is healthy, they win. And that's coaching getting those guys together like the Terrence Manns. I don't know. I can't think of who else was on that team at that time. But your 2 best players go down and he still had them competitive and low-key kind of in the middle of the West. And Spoelstra, I don't know what more you can say. That man come out here with undrafted players and they still be a good team. He
still a playoff team.
Because I know, bro, I do it too, and I know a lot of people do it, bro. We like, man, we ain't worried about the Heat, man. They don't got nobody. It's just Jimmy, Bam, and all that. And here they go showing up in the finals. You do got to give him credit. That's coaching. He is the best coach. Even though he hasn't won, surprisingly, he hasn't even won a Coach of the Year, but he is the best coach.
Yeah, I got Pop at 2 only because like Pop knows how to coach, bro. He knows how to develop every star player he done had or every player on his team that he's developed. Like Tony Parker, he developed Tony Parker really well. Manu, Tim Duncan, David Robinson. Now you got Wemby. He made Keldon Johnson play well. He got him to start playing well. Then look at Devin Vassell. Like I think Pop is like a really good coach, bro. I
You
didn't.
think
Only
Jason?
reason why I
Oh,
did.
go ahead, my bad. My bad.
I
My
was like,
bad.
only
My bad.
reason why I didn't put him. Only reason why I didn't put him one because he has not been winning. But in order to be a good coach and win, you got to have a good team. So
I ain't gonna lie. I think Tibbs better than Jason Kidd. I think he better
what?
coach than him. Bro, like, cause bro, remember people was on Jason Kidd head literally like a year ago because they was like, man, Jason Kidd don't know what he doing. And like obviously Luka played amazing, then Kyrie played really good last year. I don't low key. If they don't make if like let's say they lose to in the first round against the Clippers, I wouldn't be shocked if he got the boot. I wouldn't be shocked. I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
I got Jason Kidd over Tibbs because when you look at Tibbs, bro, he played his best player 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And Steve Kerr had, I'm not Steve Kerr, Jason Kidd. I think his, I think his like rotations was very well. He knows how to draw his up plays, and he's very cerebral. Like with Tibbs, if Tibbs wasn't playing D Rose, Joakim Noah, Luol Deng, and Jalen Brunson, and all those players 40 minutes, we don't know if he can really coach because you're not subbing in players in and out. You're not managing minutes like you know what I'm saying, like a coach would because you playing your best players 40 minutes all night. So we haven't even really seen him coach for real, for real. With Jason Kidd had to do stuff on the fly when he was with the Bucks. The Bucks was really good when he helped Giannis develop. He turned Giannis into what Giannis is now. So I mean, I don't know. I think just Jason Kidd is a better basketball mind than Tom Thibodeau.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were gonna put Ime Udoka in the top 10.
I wanted to, because I really believe in Ime Udoka. I really do. But I definitely got him as a top 15 coach for sure, for sure.
I was like, man, I know Charles gonna put Ime in here, but Ime is a good coach. I'm not gonna cap. He is a good coach, but I don't think him taking the Celtics to the finals. I don't think that moves me enough. Like I don't
Because
think
they
that
already
moves
had a
me.
good team.
No, they had a good team, but he did
So
change them because
I'm saying like that's why you don't hold him that high in them taking them to the finals because they already had a championship team.
to it somewhat like that because I don't think a lot of people had the Celtics going to the finals like that year. They probably did, but not like how it was this year when it's like the Celtics going to the finals. I
They
don't think
gotta
they were
go.
like that. I don't
Yeah.
think they were like that in 22. Like, the Celtics they're going to go to the finals no matter what. And they should have won that series. I still stand on that. I think they were the better team than the Warriors. Jason Tatum didn't play well and they were young. And that's why. But like talented wise, they were definitely better than the Warriors. Just Steph Curry went crazy and there was nothing you could do. But I don't know. I just feel like some of these other coaches, I think they kind of just done a little bit better. And then Ime, had that situation and then he took a year off. But like with the Rockets, he has got them because I did not expect the Rockets to win 40 games. I don't care. I just didn't. I thought they would be like maybe like high 20s, maybe like a low 30 range. But 41, I didn't expect that at all.
Look, that's how you know he's a good coach as well, because he went from, like with Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr inherited that Golden State team. So we don't really know we don't know if Steve Kerr is really a good coach or not because he added that offense into Golden State and they started winning chips and stuff after that. But if you seen what he's done when he didn't have a healthy Curry, when he didn't have a healthy Draymond, and he didn't have a healthy Clay. They were ass and they got Kuminga.
Mm-hmm.
But with Ime Udoka, is he had the championship team, but then he got fired and he went to a team that, like you said, we didn't even think it was going to win 40 games. And he got that up out of them. That's coaching. That's honestly coaching.
So the last thing, where did you have Mark Daigneault?
I had him at 9.
Mm.
And I had him at 9 because I think he's been with OKC for 4 or 5 years.
Something like
He was
that. It's something like that.
He was an assistant coach at first, and
Yeah.
then because I looked up, he was an assistant coach, and then once he became a head coach, they had like 2 losing seasons, and then they won like 40 something games, and then they just won all them games last year. I got to see him do it more. You've had a last good 2 years, so now he's one of the best coaches in the league because you obviously turned that team around. And that team, I think that team believes in him. And he made that team more cohesive. Uh, yeah, but I got to see him do it more.
No, that's understandable. I just feel like you said, he turned that team around. Like, and you say you got him at 9, so like, he probably, like, according to your list, he's not clear above Ime, because you can kind of say they in the same realm, I guess.
They in the
But
same
I
realm,
think the fact that he made that team competitive the year before, and then he went 57, and it's like that is culture to a degree. So I was like, I feel like I had to deserve them in at least top 10, but because I did have him at 4, and I was like, no. Then that's when I switched Mike Malone, because I was like, Mike Malone, he been a good coach for a real good minute, and he just won a championship. So I think he deserves to be in the top 5. So I switched it, and I put Mark at 6. That is it for our coaching rankings. Next thing we're going to talk about is our top 10 point guards. Who is your top 10 point guards? Now, do you have Kyrie as a point guard, or you have him as a 2?
Yeah.
You have him. Okay, never mind then. Okay, that's cool then. You can go.
For 10, I got your boy Tyrese Halliburton. Got him at 10.
Okay.
At 9, no, but before I continue, when I did this, I did my list on players going into the next season. So like going into the next, going to the next season, this is what I predict, how top 10 guards in the league could be. I got Tyrese at 10, Tyrese Halliburton at 10. I got De'Aaron Fox at 9. I got Dame at 8. I got Tyrese at 10, Fox at 9, Dame at 8. I got James Harden at 7. I got Brunson at 6. I got Kyrie at 5. I got Ja at 4. I got Steph at 3, Shea at 2, and then Luka at 1.
Okay. Because I didn't know, like, how would you go put Kyrie? So yeah, I got Kyrie as a point guard. So really, my honorable mentions, I got DeJounte Murray, I got James Harden, and I got Tyrese Maxey. So at number 10, I gotta switch it. At number 10, I got Dame. I got Dame at number 10. At number 9, I got Trae Young. At number 8, I got Kyrie. At number 7, I got Ja Morant. At number 6, I got De'Aaron Fox. At number 5, I got Tyrese Halliburton. At number 4, I got Jalen Brunson. At number 3, I got Steph Curry. And at number 2, I got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And at number 1, I got Luka. I feel like the top 3 was a lock.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's the top 2. Well, yeah, top 3 because you got Steph at 3, right?
Steph is 3, bro. Yeah. Like Steph at 3, bro. Like I feel like that's a lot.
Did you do yours? Did you do yours coming into next season, or just like?
I feel like who's just a better player, like who are just the better players, and I feel like right now, because like I think you had James Harden, and like how you said going into next year, and we've been saying like James Harden is gonna be like 20 and 10. So I kind of agree with that part, but I was just going off like who's just better, like because I feel like right now like Dame is better than Harden right now, at least. I think Trae Young, because Trae Young is damn near 25 and 10 automatically. And I think I feel like right now, he's just better than Harden. Ja Morant, I feel like Ja Morant, I feel like if he played this past year, like a lot of games, I feel like I probably would have put him in the top 5, but I just put him in I put him at 8? No, I put him at 6. I put him at 6 because I feel like he just got to prove himself again, but I expect Ja Morant to do what he got to do. De'Aaron Fox, I think De'Aaron Fox probably should be at least argument top 5 because De'Aaron Fox is good, man. Like that man a monster, and I think he should deserve some recognition. Tyrese, That's my guy, so I gotta put him in top 5. And I think Jalen Brunson has just been amazing these last like couple of years, and his play has just been warded in like the top 4, at least in the top 5, and the top 3 is easily. Like that's how I
Like
really base it off of.
like with Jalen Brunson, like I know he's really good. But coming into next season, I don't think he's gonna be the same Jalen Brunson that he was last year. Because now you got more pieces, and he doesn't have to do that much. The reason why Jalen Brunson was putting up all them amazing numbers because everybody was injured, and he had to. Now you got Randall back. You got the Villanova boys. Now I think his assist numbers are gonna go up more than anything. But he's definitely still a top 10 guard in the league.
Where did you have him?
And I had him at 6. I got
Okay.
Kyrie at 5.
Okay.
To be honest with you, it was kind of hard for me not to put Kyrie in my top 3, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I'm a Kyrie fan to the day I die, bro. That man is so cold.
If anything, you was gonna put him at 3.
Yeah, I was. Honestly. It was because when I first did it, it was low. I didn't know if I wanted to put him or Steph at 3, but I'm like, I'm gonna go Steph.
Just the
Cause
fact
Steph,
that that's the conversation is crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. Just the fact that's
I'm,
a conversation. Like you really had to think, like, man, I don't know.
yeah,
I
bro.
don't know. Come on, bro. Come
Bro,
on, man.
Kyrie is right, bro. If Kyrie, if Kyrie didn't do all that stuff that he did during COVID, bro, people would still be high on Kyrie and talking about Kyrie as one of the top guards in the NBA. And I really feel like since he did all that, that put a bad stigma and a
But I feel
negative,
like he's redeemed
negative on his
himself
name.
back though. He's redeemed himself because he literally went this whole year with no problems and helped that team get to the finals. Now you did sell in the finals, but he did everything right. This was since that time he has been on his best behavior, and I think he has redeemed himself. But I just feel like to an extent, he's not better than Luka. Obviously, he's not better than Shea, and it's just like he's just not better than Steph. Now, if you want to put him at 4 with Jalen Brunson, I ain't gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue that. But like, I feel like he has redeemed himself. Like he has, and then I know because I remember it was them conversations like after that year, they got him, and then they basically tanked on purpose. I felt like, and like him getting that contract. People was like, no. I said I would have signed Kyrie, but just not because I think he signed like a 3-year deal or 4 year, something like that. I said I wouldn't sign him to a 3-year, like a 5-year max. I sure wasn't doing that, but he has done his job, and right now he deserves his contracts. And I feel like everybody loved Kyrie because of like what he does, like his moves and stuff like that. I feel like it's just the press that was just on him, with like the COVID stuff and sitting out the games, and like and now it's like it's your body. If you want to do that stuff, that's on you. If you don't, hey, it is what it is. But his play, nobody question his play. Nobody question that. But I do agree with you. Like, I think that does play a part. But I think he has redeemed himself.
No, for sure. He definitely redeemed himself, but I feel like, and because the media is a big part of all of this. Like, imagine if the media didn't pump Anthony Edwards. I don't think a lot of people will be talking about Anthony Edwards as the next face of the league. Yeah, he's playing good. Don't get me wrong. He's still playing good. But if that media don't push him the way they did, they're not going to be talking about him as the face of the league in the future or as the best shooting guard in the league right now. And then with Kyrie, I still feel like a lot of people are still like, yeah, he redeemed himself, but he still got a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths.
Just the media, right?
Yeah, just the media. Just the media.
Where
And
did you
like I
have
said, the
James
media plays a
Harden?
big part.
Where'd you have
I
James
got
Harden?
James at I had him at 7. I think coming into next year, he's gonna be that guy again. Because I don't believe in Kawhi playing 60 games this year. I feel like James is gonna majority be there most of the year by himself. And when I was watching like the Rico runs and like him hooping in the summertime, he looked like the old James Harden. He looked like he trying to get back to his bag that he had in Houston. So yeah, I got him at 7.
I ain't gonna lie. I think
Yeah,
De'Aaron
7.
Fox should be in an argument of top 5. I think he should. Argument. He should argue top 5, bro. Because he has been good. Like, I feel like he's not better than
So
like
what's
Luka
the
and
what's
them.
the What's the five you got over him? What's the five?
It
Luka,
was
Shea.
Luka. It was Luka, Shea, Steph, Jalen Brunson, and I put Howie. And him and John Moran are kind of close. I feel like they're close.
I feel like he's better than Tyrese. And I feel like him, Brunson, and Ja are low key like, they all on the same level, but I'll put Fox above Jalen. I wouldn't be mad if you said he was in the top 5, because like to me because I got him at what 9. He is better than Dame right now.
Did you have Trae Young? Where he at?
Nah, Trae Young is in my honorable mentions. He's in my. He didn't even crack my top 10.
So we got the same names, but you have Harden and I have Trae.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, man, Trae top 10, bro. Trae top 10. Trae is top 10, bro. That man small and still out there putting up numbers, bro.
I'll give him top 13 for sure. I can't put him in my top 10.
Man, going out here giving you 25 and 10 every night,
bro. But he too. And because what's them shooting numbers look like though? You can average 25 and 10 if you're putting up a lot of shots.
Let me look. He only played 54 games this past year. So in the 54 games, he shot 43% from the field and 37% from 3, which was his highest 3-point percentage.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, because the last 2 years when he was healthy, 73 and 76 games, he shot 46 and 43 from the field and 38. Well, second highest, my bad, sorry. 38 and 33. And averaged 28 and 22 and 26 and 23.
How many free throws do he average? He got to average at least close to 10.
Well, his second year in the league, he was giving you 9 free throws, and then the last 3 years, 7, 8, and 7.
So around, close to 10. Trae's too inconsistent for me. Like, don't get me wrong, I think Trae's a really good guard in this league, but he's too inconsistent for me. I feel like all these point guards that we got on our list, I feel like they're just better than Trae.
Would you put Trae Young in the same tier as James Harden though right now? Would you at least think they would be in the same tier? And is Dame really better than Trae Young right now?
Yes, I do. I think Dame is better than Trae Young right now. With James, it depends, honestly. Because if we talking about the James Harden that was still Philly James Harden and the Clippers James Harden, then yeah. But I don't think that's going to be the same James Harden coming into next year. So that's why I got James above Trae, or why James is in my top 10. Because I think he's gonna bounce back, bro. I think he's not gonna be the total Houston Rockets James, but he's gonna get some of that back.
I think that's over with, bro. That man is not gonna be averaging 28 points again.
I mean, with Kawhi going, somebody got with Kawhi. I don't think Kawhi is gonna play 60-something games this year. And if Kawhi doesn't play 60-something games this year, they're gonna need somebody to put the ball in the basket.
If anything, I would say the highest points he will average is 25. If anything,
like 26, 27.
If anything, bro, 28 points and James Harden now at 30, whatever. Nah. But when I asked Kyrie, I didn't know because I had Maxey at 10. I had Maxey at 10 if Kyrie wasn't there. I think Tyrese Maxey he was worthy of being in the top 10, at least at 10. That's if Kyrie wasn't there. But since Kyrie isn't there, I had to take him out. But if anything, Tyrese Maxey at the top of honorable mentions.
Oh, yeah, he is.
All right, that is it for our top 10 point guards in the NBA. The next thing, which will probably be the last thing for like a big topic-wise, is previewing the Central Division, which consists of the Indiana Pacers, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Detroit Pistons, the Chicago Bulls, and the Cleveland Cavaliers. First team we should start with. Let's start with the Pistons. Like, what do you expect from like the Pistons this year?
I love the Pistons. I'm real high
No,
on
you love
Cade.
Cade. You love
I'm real
Cade.
high on. I really love that team, to be honest with you, and I love that coach. I think what was it, JB?
JB Bickerstaff.
Getting JB. I think that's gonna really turn them around because all the coaches that they had before, Monty's not ass. I just think that they didn't believe in Monty. Like Monty's voice went in one ear and went out the other. Like I said, I don't think they really wanted to play for him. But now you got JB Bickerstaff. I think JB Bickerstaff is a hell of a coach, and I think he's gonna get them boys playing. And I think their defense is gonna be really good because they got a lot of good defenders, and they low key a big team because you got Cade at 6'8". I think Jaden Ivey is what your smallest person on the court at 6'3", 6'4". And then depending on if they start a Sir, then you still got Jalen Duran. Ron Holland is a big guard. They got a lot of big people over there, and I think their defense is gonna. I think he's gonna turn that defense around. And if Cade stays healthy, I think they can be a really good team. In my eyes, all they was missing was a coach because they a young team, so they need discipline. And I think Monty's like one of them old school coaches, bro. And one of them old school coaches ain't gonna work in the NBA. You gotta adapt your coaching, bro. So yeah.
I feel like you're switching it. Monty didn't believe in them because Monty ain't care. He just wanted that money. He wanted that money because they gave him the bag. Because at that point when he signed, that was like the biggest contract for a coach in the league at that point. And I don't blame him for taking the money, but you could definitely tell he ain't care. Because I feel like at the crib, he's sitting back, man. He probably in Jamaica somewhere right now, man. He getting money, bro. He getting money for like the next, 4 years, 5 years from the Pistons. Bro, that man good. But now, though, the Pistons, I expect them to be better. I think they could definitely give me 20-something. And Cade, I'm high on Cade, Jaden Ivey. I hope JB Bickerstaff don't pull what Monty was, because remember in the beginning when Monty was Jaden Ivey was saying man, I didn't know if I was coming off the bench or not. So I hope JB, and I feel like Jaden Ivey is actually gonna start. But the question is the shooting. I forgot they do have Tobias, and that helps them because I feel like Cade is gonna be good. Jaden Ivey, this is year 3. So I hope he has maybe a breakout year. I feel like, I don't know if you do, but I want Jaden Ivey to basically be my second best player because that's going to show me you've been in the lab, you have developed. Tobias Harris, I think Tobias Harris is the second best player on that team, but I do want Jaden Ivey to be the second best. You got Tobias. Are they going to start a Sore, or are they going to start Malik Beasley or Tim Hardaway?
I low-key think well, I feel like it depends because last year Jaden Ivey, he got a little bit better, but it wasn't no big ass leap. But if they go into training camp and Jaden Ivey is shooting better, I wouldn't be surprised if a server shooting better, I wouldn't be surprised if they started him just for defensive purposes. But if not, I can low-key see Malik Beasley starting.
Which one do you value more, the defense or the shooting? Especially when you got Cade.
Me personally, I would start Asor because Asor knows how to move without the ball. So even if his shot doesn't improve from last year, which I think it will, bro, you can't shoot no worse than what he shot last year.
He shot 17% from 3, bro.
You can't shoot worse than 17%, bro. So, and then like I said, he cuts without the basketball. He's big. And then you need that. He in the future he can low key. He's a lockdown. Because he moves his feet really well. He's 6'9". He got a decent wingspan. He athletic as hell. And then you're going to need somebody to guard the other best player on the team every single night. And Tobias doing that or Cade doing that, I don't think so. Jaden Ivey's low-key too small. So, Me personally, I would start Asur. I would go K, Jaden, Asur, Tobias, and Durant.
If Jaden Ivey's shooting is better, if Tobias Harris, I know he's gonna shoot. I don't have a problem with Asur. But they did trade them guys to get some shoot. They did trade it for Malik Beasley. No, they signed Malik
Tim
Beasley
Hardaway.
and Tim Hardaway to get some shooting. I feel like it just depends. I don't know what JB Bickerstaff is going to do. He's probably going to, because I think he's like a defensive coach, so I think he's going to prioritize the defense. So, and I think we need to see what he is in year 2, because in year 1 he started out really good, but then it was like, bro, it's like, man, he was
Monty
bad.
started tweaking. Monty started putting him on the bench. How you gonna have the man starting, the man getting doubles, 10 and 10 damn near every other game, and then you just put him on the bench out of nowhere, bro?
No, that was weird. I ain't gonna lie, that was weird.
And then you forget we forgetting what's that dude named Simon Fontecchio or something?
Fontecchio.
He can shoot the ball. He is really good. I did not think he would, because I was looking at some of his highlights the other day. I was like, damn, he can really hoop.
When he was on the Jazz, he was hooping though.
Mm-hmm.
He was hooping on the Jazz. But like Jalen Duran, because it's funny, because I was just watching something earlier, man. They was talking about Jalen Duran is like, his defense is just, it's not it, man. His defense need to get better.
What?
Like, I mean, they see something different. This was on Players' Choice.
Players' Choice.
And they was just talking about like his defense, it just needs to get a little bit better. Because I think he could be like a rim run type, like a rim run big, and be like a legit shot blocker. I think he's like that. And I like Jalen Duran. I do like him. I do think his offense got to be a little bit better though. Like, I do believe that. And I really got nothing to say on K, but I think that team, I think they should be better. But we gotta wait and see. And I feel like a lot low key though. No, real quick. I think a lot of people like you, like the people like you, they like the Pistons. Like, they like the Pistons. Yeah. They like watching that team.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like casual people don't. They be like, man, it's the Pistons. I'm not watching them. But like the real people that watch basketball, they like the Pistons.
Yeah, because the Pistons got a lot of pieces, and they got a lot of really good young pieces that can develop into something really good in the league. But with Jalen Duran, I wouldn't say Jalen Duran is like a bad defender. If anything, I say he's like average or like a little bit above average. Because you gotta think about it. That team last year was ass. So it's like as a center, you're the back line of the defense. So if your guards and your wings not playing D, you low key, you gonna be trying to block everything and you gonna be jumping at everything. And then he's still young. So I feel like I don't know how many fouls that he averaged per game, but I'm pretty sure he averaged like 3-4 fouls a game, bro. And if you averaging that many fouls, you getting taken out the game a lot. You know what I mean? It's like with Jaren Jackson be in foul trouble a lot.
I'm not even gonna try and look it up, but I think he did, because he always be in foul trouble a lot, bro. Because I had him in fantasy last year, and he was like, he'd come out the game like early. He'd have like 2 fouls in the first, then got to sit all the way to the end of the second.
Like, how many blocks did he average?
Okay, never mind. So personal fouls, he averaged 3 last year.
Yeah, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot. That means you at least picking up 1 or 2 in the first quarter. So then you sitting out that whole first and coming back the second half of the second quarter. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't think he's a bad defender. I just think that he be in foul trouble a lot. And so, if you in foul trouble a lot, you're not on the court. How many blocks did he average? Like 1 point something?
No, he actually averaged only 0.8 and 0.9 his rookie year. And I think he can be a good shot blocker. Okay, yeah, so 1 block. I feel like he should give me 2.
Yeah, I won't say like 1.52. He should definitely be getting that. But then on top of that, Monty Williams, I don't even know what type of coach Monty Williams is. I don't know if he's a defensive coach first or if he's an offensive coach first. But with JB Bickerstaff, they whole defensive schemes is gonna be different. So I think Jalen Duran I wouldn't agree with him being a bad defender. I don't think he's a bad defender.
I think JB Bickerstaff could be better, because I think JB Bickerstaff probably wanted to be there, and Monty Williams did. Because he basically showed the Pistons like I don't want to be because they offered him some money and he said no, I don't want to be here. Then it was like, well, up the price, man. He's like, I guess I can.
Yeah, you can't say no to all that money, bro.
And then they fired him after 1 year. But that's a combination of Monty not caring and the Pistons just bad organization. That's just a combination of both. But next team, the Chicago Bulls. What are we expecting from them?
Nothing. I'm expecting nothing from my hometown team, bro. I mean, me, honestly, what I'm expecting them to do is be a lottery team. I need y'all to be a lottery team. I need more talent on that team. I need y'all to trade away Zach LaVine. I need y'all to trade away Vucevic and any other pieces that we got that don't fit the timeline and get some draft compensation back for it. Because the Bulls, bro, like how we say the Pistons is a bad organization, and we being honest, low key are the Bulls are too. Without Jordan and without D Rose, what would the Bulls be? Nothing. You see what they did once D Rose got hurt. We've been average, if not average, and below average since then. Since D Rose got hurt and left. So I don't expect nothing from them. I honestly expect them to be a lottery team. I expect them to tank, and I expect them to get a top 5 pick next year.
I don't expect them to tank because if they wanted to tank, you go find something for Zach. And in that contract, man, I ain't gonna lie, that contract nasty. Like, because he getting paid $40 million to basically be like your third best player on like a championship team. Vucevic, I don't think the contract was low-key bad. I think it's like the Bulls, they should be trying to tank, but then they re-signed them because the Bulls, they always trying to be competitive. And it's like, at some point, you got to realize we're not going to do anything. And I feel like they got to get that out their head. We're just not going to do nothing. And I feel like they just like being competitive. They trying to be competitive. And if they want to say, like, the highest point we can get is playing, that's bad. Like, it's okay. It's okay to be like, you know what? We're not good. Let's trade these players and let's be bad for another 3 years. It's just the fact that they were literally just bad like 3 years ago. They were just bad. Then we get Lonzo, Zach LaVine was good. Then we signed DeMar DeRozan. We get Vucevic for a healthy year. And like you've been saying, they were good. They were a top team in the East. Then Lonzo goes down and it changes literally everything. That changed everything. It really did change everything. I still don't believe they was going to beat Milwaukee in that series, but that's neither here or there. But the Bulls, I expect the Bulls to be the Bulls. Try to be competitive. If they're not good, they're going to try and flip Zach LaVine and Vucevic. Still fight for a play-in, even if they do trade for them, and then just tell the fans, hey, man, we made the play-in. We made the play-in.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, but y'all got to realize, we're not good. Let's trade these people so we can try and get Cooper Flag. Like,
to be honest with you, bro, I don't think the Chicago fan base, like basketball wise, they are dumb, bro. So if they tank, I don't think we would be mad because we know we're getting a top pick in the lottery, or like if we our ass for like the next 3 years or something like that. I don't think the Chicago fans are not going to show up to the game, bro. Because we Chicago fans, we are diehard fans.
They lead the league in attendance. Like, they're in the top, 5 in attendance.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, even if y'all tank, bro, we still got young and exciting players. So, people should still going to show up to the games, bro. If that's what they worried about. They might as well just trade them boys and get some draft compensation back and try to rebuild this team, bro. Because what we got right now, you're not going to do anything. Like you said, at best, we're a playing team. And then if we're a player team, we might not even make the playoffs, even if we are a playing team. And so you holding all this money on your books for what? Just to be a playing team and get bounced out and not even make it to the first round? Ain't no point in that, bro.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Because me personally, I'd be more disappointed with that because you're giving me false hope.
I'd rather you just tank. I'd rather you tank. See what Montes Buzelis, you got Kobe White. That's a building block. Josh Giddey, we got to see what he is because he will be a free agent. If Josh Giddey plays good, you either go sign him or you go let him walk for nothing, really. So Patrick Williams, hope he stays healthy. He always hurt. He either hurt or he underperforms every year. So I feel like you do got some pieces, but it's like Vucevic and Zach LaVine are kind of blocking those pieces from doing something.
Developing. Yeah, from developing, yeah.
The Bulls, I expect nothing. I expect them to be below mediocre, try and give, like you said, false hope, and be like, let's go for the play and then lose. And they want that extra money for them playoff tickets. Like, come on, bro.
That's all
not
it is,
that
bro.
serious.
That's all it is. And it's like,
not
do y'all not understand? Y'all still gonna make money if we're ass. But while you're making money, you might not be making as much money as you would of us being competitive, but you're still making money, and you're I wouldn't say banking, but you're setting your team up for the future. You know, we can get Cooper Flag, and then the year after that, there's a lot of other good players coming in after the Cooper Flag class. So it's like, bro, in the next 2 to 3 years, it's gonna be a lot of good young players coming up, and you can build your team around that. And the Bulls don't know what they're doing, bro. We should have known the Bulls organization was ass when they didn't want to pay Michael Jordan, bro. I would have paid that man Michael Jordan whatever he wanted.
Bulls are bad, man.
Terrible.
The next team, the Indiana Pacers.
The boys. I'm expecting them to make the playoffs again. I low key don't think they're gonna get out the first round, bro. I'm not well, depending on who they match up against. I don't think they're gonna get out the first round. They might not even be a top 6 team in the East, to be honest with you. But I do expect them to still make the playoffs, though.
I feel like you got them like in that play-in, but beating whoever in the play-in to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I do. I got them really like number 7 in the East.
Well, I've always said they're in the same realm with the Magic and the Cavs anyway. I feel like they all them three in the same tier.
I just think the Mavs are gonna be better than them.
Not the Mavs, the Magic. Sorry, Magic.
Oh, Magic, yeah, the Magic. I think the Magic is gonna be better than them. Because Loki, in order for them to be a top 16 in the East, Tyrese gotta take that next step scoring wise. And for what I seen last year, Tyrese don't look like he's a 25 to 27, 28 point per game scorer. I think he cool with just like his 21 to 23 and 10. But they need more than that.
Well, I mean, that's why they traded for Siakam. And I mean, Andrew Nembhard, I think he's going to be better. Ben Mathurin, I think he should be better. Starting or coming off the bench. Use Miles Turner, the rebounding. Aaron Nesmith is not bad. Like, he's not bad as like the starting small forward. And you do got Obi Toppin like coming off the bench. I mean, I think that's a good team. I definitely think they could fight for. Man, they could either get that 5th, 6th, and 7th. They in that range. Like, that team is good. And I do believe Tyrese Halliburton. I do agree with you. Like, the scoring, I think that does have to go up. I think he got to be like at least 24, 25, like you said. Somewhere around there, the assist will be there. Pascal, he gets a full season with them. Wouldn't be shocked if Pascal averaged like 23. Like, I wouldn't be shocked. I think that is a really good team, but that defense is still going to be bad regardless. Because they just going to try and outscore you. Like, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to try and outscore you. But I think they got a good team, man. Like, they got some good players, and they, outside of that, well, I'm not going to say that because Brandel didn't play, but besides that, they was giving like the Knicks some go, and OG did miss like some games in that series. But besides that, they was definitely giving the Knicks some go. But I agree. I think the Pacers they're gonna be a good team. As long as if Tyrese stays healthy, Pascal, he's gonna be good. And if them young guys take the next step, they should be up there, man. Like, I'm high on the Pacers, and that's because of Tyrese, low key. Next team, the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I think the Cavs. Hello? Oh,
yeah,
okay. I think the Cavs is low key gonna be the same, bro. They didn't really do anything. They literally got the same team. And I think they're gonna be the same the same team that they was last year. Because they needed to add more scoring, and they didn't do that. They re-signed Isaiah Okoro, and they basically just re-signed everybody. I think they're just gonna be the same, bro. I mean, yeah, they new coaches,
Kenny Atkinson,
Kenny Atkinson. Um,
good coach.
I don't really, yeah, he's a good coach for real. I just don't think that's enough to move the needle for them to, because they were number 4. I don't think they're gonna be the 4th best team in the East this year. I still think they're gonna make the play. They're gonna be one of them top 6 teams, but I feel like they're gonna be like number 6, maybe 5. Um, but yeah, I think they're gonna do the same thing they did last year because they
What
didn't
do you?
add nothing. They
What do
didn't
you?
change nothing.
What if Mobley takes the next step and Darius Garland gets somewhat back to what he was before Mitchell?
I still don't have them above the Magic. I think the Magic are still better than them. Even if Evan Mobley does take that next step and Darius Garland goes to somewhat like he was his All-Star year. Um, yeah, it's just they still got the same pieces, bro. They didn't do nothing different. They didn't change nothing besides the coaching. But we'll see. I just think they're still gonna be the same team.
What if Mobley can give me 20 points? Because he has the talent. He has it to do that.
Do.
He has it. And he's one of the best defenders in the league. So it's like we're waiting. I'm waiting for Evan Mobley to unlock that. And maybe Kenny Atkinson can unlock that talent because Mobley can literally average 20. He can, but he hasn't. And I think it was like maybe like a month ago or something because Mobley only gave me 15 and he should be giving me more than 15 points. Like that's just facts. And the rebounding. Like, I mean, he averaged 9, but you know, he is playing
double
next to
digits.
Jared Allen. Unless
You
you
think he
think
should
they
be double
should both
digits?
average 10, regardless.
Yeah, I think no. I think he should. I mean, 9 is not bad. It's not bad at all because that means every other night you damn near getting a double double. So I'm not sure. I'm not mad at the 9. I mean, should he be averaging double digits? Yes, I think they can. Him and Jared together. But when I was watching some of the Cavs games, Jared looked better offensively than Evan Mobley did at times.
So I expect Donovan Mitchell to be what he is, averaging 26, 27 points. Darius Garland, I hope he can get out of this because, you know, he was an all-star the year before he got there. Then it's like ever since he's been hurt and he's kind of been bad in the playoffs. And it's like he just hasn't gotten close to where he got. Jared Allen has been good, like regardless. But Evan Mobley, I'm really waiting on him to do something. Like the Cavs, I expect them to be like number 5 or number 6, something around there. But like you said, they didn't do anything. And it's like, and I think you said it like a couple of weeks ago, they really don't got a 3. Like it's Max Strus. And it's like, you know, is that like, could they upgrade better than that? Maybe.
Yeah.
And Imani Bates, is Kenny Atkinson gonna play him?
He should. He definitely should.
Like, because Imani Bates, he can shoot, he can get to the rim. That defense though was bad though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, but the Cavs play good team defense, so they can make up for him being bad on the defensive end. They needed more scoring because outside of Donovan, who else? I mean, yeah, you got Garland who can create his own shot, but like, who could you really count on to go out there and give you 20 outside of Donovan? Nobody.
Consistently, nobody.
Yeah, consistently nobody. And then like Imani Bates, yeah, he's not. I think Imani Bates could be a really good scorer in this league. But it's like even if you start him, the offense is gonna be. He's not gonna drop 20 points per game, but the offense is gonna be better. The offense is gonna be more of a threat because he could really shoot the ball, bro. He could put that ball in the basket.
Would you start him over Max Strus?
No. Only reason I wouldn't is because he's still young, and Max Strus has been in the league. He's played playoff basketball, so he got the experience over him. I wouldn't do it, but I would definitely give him tick over Isaiah.
Okoro?
Isaiah
Hey,
Okoro.
but
Yeah,
Isaiah Okoro, good defender though.
Yeah, but that's it. He don't give me nothing offensively, nothing. And we already play good team defense, so it's like we don't really need him.
Would you consider him a bust? Because he
No,
was drafted number 4.
I wouldn't consider him a bust. Only reason why I wouldn't consider him a bust because him coming in, I didn't think he was gonna be like this all-star type of player. I thought he was just like a really good role player, like a good, really good 3 and D player, because he was really good on defense. Because he went to Auburn,
Yeah,
right,
Auburn. Yeah,
with
Auburn.
Sharif. Um, yeah, I wouldn't classify him as a bust though.
Would you consider the Cavs stuck in no man's land?
Yes, they definitely in no man's land because they don't have a championship roster, but they are a really good team. Like I don't see them getting past the second round, honestly.
I think that's their like. I think the ceiling is they can get to the conference finals, but their floor is like a second round loss. Like
Hmm.
they can like I think they can beat like not beat, but I think they can give some Knicks some go. Philly is they probably can because they do got the Twin Towers and they could like neutralize and beat to an extent. Are they better than the Bucks? No, I don't think so. Like because every time I look up, the Bucks be blowing them out. Like
Hmm.
majority of the time, like the Cavs, they're a good team, but they're not like you said, they're not championship, and they can only go so far. But they do got they got a good team. I got a question. Would you be like if it don't work, if like they don't do nothing this year, are they trading Garland? Like let's say they're decent. Could they trade him at the trade deadline? Like Garland? Because there was
I
talking about like
wouldn't.
they could trade him like this past off season, but they was like, nah, we're not gonna do that.
I wouldn't trade Garland. I would trade Donovan because I think you can get more for Donovan. I think Darius Garland is younger, but I feel like Donovan Mitchell's trade value is higher than Darius Garland, and you can get back more for him.
And Donovan just signed that new deal, so whatever team he goes to, they're gonna have him for at least 3 years.
And then if you trade away Donovan, that forces Evan Mobley to be better offensively and be have more role on the offensive end.
The last team, the Milwaukee Bucks.
I think the Miami. No, I was gonna say Miami. I think the Milwaukee Bucks. Their ceiling is finals. Their floor.
To me,
I
it's
want to
conference
say the
finals.
conference. Yeah, I want to say conference finals, but you still got to get past the Celtics and the Knicks and the
Philly.
76ers. Yeah, and the 76ers. So it's like they can make the second round for sure. I think that's their floor, but their ceiling is the finals. Because Dame and Giannis, we really didn't even see Dame and Giannis pick and roll like that last year.
We didn't.
So, man, they offense could be way better if they just started doing pick and rolls just between them. So that pick and roll would be unstoppable because you can't go under because you got Dame, and then if you chase them off the pick, then you got Giannis open, and then whoever guarding Giannis, it's a mismatch regardless. So
The Bucks, like you said, ceiling is finals. To me, their floor is the conference finals. You have a top 3 player in the league. You have a top 10 point guard in the league. You still got Chris Middleton. You still got Brook Lopez. That team has been
Pat Covington,
underperforming. I wasn't going to name him, but I guess. But it's like they're basically better. Like they're a better team than the Lakers, and it's like if you got 2 basically top 10, top 15 players, you're expect to go far.
hmm
And obviously they didn't, but that was because of injuries. But really, even before Dame, they've been kind of performing. It's like they either get hurt or they get bounced in the first. And it's like when you have a top 3 player, that shouldn't happen. I mean, I expect the Bucks to be obviously a top 3 team in the league. Well, not the league, the East, either 3 or 4. That's like Sixer. Well, really 2, 3, or 4, whatever. Knicks, Sixers, and Knicks, Sixers, or Bucks. I do I think I said a week ago, like they did get better role players. So I think that helps. But like the Bucks, I feel like I don't know. Like they're a good team. They got some players, but we don't know. And I feel like this is the year where you gotta do something. Like you really gotta
Yeah,
do something.
I have to. You have to at least make the conference finals this year. You have to.
No,
If you
you gotta
don't,
make
it
it.
was a failure of a season. It was a failure of a season if you don't.
Yeah, I've been said that. Failure of a season if they don't make the conference finals. Like, you got to. I mean, I really don't got much to say on the Bucks. Like, they're a good team, got top players, but that is what it is. Okay. Did you see what did you see what Cheryl Swoop said about Caitlin Clark?
Yeah, that she isn't
She
dominating
she wasn't dominating.
WNBA.
Like this year, she wasn't dominating. And the thing is, the 19, I'm gonna add up 19, 6, and 8. No other players ever averaged that. Like ever.
Mm.
No player had ever averaged those type of numbers. So do you think Caitlin Clark is having a dominating season?
No, I wouldn't say she's having a dominating season because I feel like in order for Caitlin to be dominant and dominate the WNBA, that's her putting up her college numbers, bro. That's her putting up 20 plus per like 28, 29, 30 points per game, bro. Like she's playing really good. She's playing like the second half of the season, she's playing like one of the top 15, top 10 players in the league, but she hasn't been dominant. Like she hasn't taken over an entire game. Well, from what I've seen so far, I haven't seen her take over an entire game. You know what I mean? Like just dominate that entire game. I haven't seen her done that yet. She's like you said, no one has ever averaged those numbers before, but they're still not like dominating to me. You know what I mean? Dominating to me for her would be averaging because what she averaged like what did she average? 19, 20?
19, 5. Well, I'm gonna add up. So 19, 6, and 8 this
Yeah,
year.
her scoring has to go up. If her scoring was up and like close to the 30 range, like 25, 26, 27, yes, she's dominating the league. Because even when she's out there now, she has flashes where she's dominating throughout the game. It's just that she hasn't put it all together. Like next year, I wouldn't be surprised if she dominates the league next year.
So I don't want to say she's dominating, but I think I would say she's dominating as a rookie though, if you get what I'm saying. Like as a
Mm,
rookie, she is kind of dominating. The score, I would say scoring wise, she's kind of not, because like you said, if she averages like, I would say for her, like if she averaged like 25, I would kind
hmm
of consider that dominating. Now I will say
Yeah.
this, I think when it comes to her passing, she's dominating at that. Because I think you said it like with Rondo, he was dominant at like other things and like say dominant as a passer, averaging almost 10 assists and like a rebounding for a guard. I would definitely agree with that. She is dominating like when it comes to her passing. Because like she broke the rookie record for assists ever. Like not the rookie record, but the whole assist period. Like that I think that is dominating, but like the scoring wise, it's like I don't want to say like the numbers are not dominating, but I would say as a rookie, she is kind of dominating. I will definitely say that.
Yeah.
Cause
I agree with that.
I mean, even her last game, she gave you 35 and 8, hit 6 3-pointers. I consider that game kind of dominating, at least that game specifically. I consider that dominating.
Did they win?
Yeah, they won. They won by a point though. Kelsey Mitchell had 32. They honestly had basically the same thing. 30 hit 6 threes apiece.
But like, and see, that's another thing. Like, that team isn't that good, but she has someone like Kelsey Mitchell to take that pressure off of her. Like to me, like dominating would be if they didn't have Kelsey Mitchell and she's still dropping 30. You know what I mean? Because like she can still be low key contained. Dominating, you cannot be stopped no matter who's on that court. Like you said, her passing for sure has translated and she's been dominating passing wise, but it's just the scoring. That's all.
Because I consider like Angel Reese, I think she was a dominant rebounder. I would
Yeah.
consider that dominating. Like she led the league in rebounds. Like I consider that dominating. So it's like it depends. You think Cheryl Swoops hating though? Think she be hating
No,
because
I
she
don't
been
think
talking about her a lot.
I don't think Cheryl Swoops is hating. I think Cheryl Swoops is on the side of like let her hoop. Like y'all giving her all this praise and all these accolades and all this credit so early. Let her hoop and do it first before you start saying all that. I don't think she's hating. I think it's just she's like I said, she just wants them to like give her flowers when they're needed, not before. And then on top of that, I think Cheryl Swoops thinks that they're not shining a light on all the women. That it's just a select few women that they're shining a light on. I feel like she thinks it's other players that's probably better, if not on the same level as Caitlyn, but they're not getting the same attention that Caitlyn's getting. So that's all I really think it is. I don't think she's hating.
Hey man, Caitlin Clark been real like it's like because like I said, I've been saying I didn't think she was gonna shoot all of them, but she's still shooting them and she's playing good. And next year, man, her scoring probably go up. I wouldn't be shocked if Caitlin Clark averaged like 24 like next
No,
year.
I wouldn't be you.
And it's
If
crazy
not
because
more than
she's
that.
already the best player on the team.
Oh, she was the best player on the team when she got drafted.
Hey, that's crazy. That's actually kind of sad.
No knock to Aaliyah Boston at all. Like Aaliyah Boston is really good, Jay. But she's been low-key this season, she's been inconsistent, bro. She's been inconsistent. I don't know if it's due to coaching or just being acclimated with Caitlyn and not having the ball in your hands as much. Like I don't know what it is. But they need to get her going. She's a number one overall pick
What do
a
you think
couple
she
years
should
ago.
be averaging?
She should at least be averaging 17 to 20. She should be averaging a double-double for sure. Because does she even average a double-double?
Let me check. She averages 14 and 9 with 3 assists.
That should be like 17 and 10. 17 and 10 with 4 assists. I felt like that's what she should be averaging, if not 20. Because all they got really is them three: Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlyn, and her. They really don't have nobody else. And to be honest, she should be your second option.
Not Kelsey.
Yeah, not Kelsey. She should. Aaliyah Boston should be your second option, not Kelsey Mitchell. She was Aaliyah Boston was a number one overall pick. What 2 years ago, a year ago?
2 years ago, technically.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so this should have been the year that she should have been dominant because this will have like a third year, right?
Now this is year 2.
This year too. Okay, well next year I need her to take that step. I need her to take that step next year.
Let me see who they will play. Like in the. Let me see, because a lot of people. I feel like some people got them like, oh, they can win depending on who it is. So they will play. According to this bracket, this bracket's weird. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know who they would play. It looked like so according to this, it looked like they'll probably play either Las Vegas, Connecticut, or Seattle.
They not beating the Aces.
They can't beat them for nothing, bro.
No. Seattle, they got a chance. And Connecticut, I haven't really watched Connecticut like that to say if they could beat them or not. But I feel like they got a chance against Seattle. But
Seattle
Vegas, the Aces, no.
Seattle got a squad, low key.
They do. They definitely do.
You think
Skylar Diggins, what's that twin sister name?
I don't know her name, but I think it's Agumake. That's the last name.
Yeah.
She can hoop.
Her.
She can hoop. She can hoop.
And they got one other player on there.
Jewel Lloyd can hoop.
Yeah, Lloyd. Yeah,
Jewel Lloyd can hoop. Caitlin Clark, I feel like she could average I wouldn't be shocked she averaged 25 because I think the first game is a 1-game elimination. I think, or it's either that or the best of 3. She could average 25. Her scoring go up in the playoffs. she's that good. But like with Cheryl Swoops, I wouldn't think she's hating, and I'm not trying to. I feel like some people gonna say it's kind of a race thing, low key. But I don't think she's like really hating to an extent. I think because it's like because sometimes she doesn't really give her praise, but like you said, don't put all your praise out there just yet. And I feel like that's what everybody did, and it's understandable. You know, she came out of college. She been low key dominant basically all her years in college, and then it's like, oh, y'all basically saying she gonna be amazing like this. And it's like, hold on, but she has lived up to it. But like her not averaging 30, I'm not shocked at that. But she has come in and played good. I just think like scoring wise, she hasn't dominated. Being a rookie to an extent, it's like I think she is dominating, but like is she dominating as like overall? I don't know, but I just think as a rookie, she kind of is. But like her passing is like it's different. Like it's a different level. She probably had way more assists than everybody won missing layups. You muted, brother. Yeah, you was muted.
Yeah. She putting that ball on a dime. They boy, you know how mad I would be if I was Caitlin, bro. She could have. How many assists does she average?
8.
Bro, she could easily be averaging 10 right now. But they miss so many shots and so many layups. I mean, they've adjusted now, but they still need some more talent on that team if they want the Fever to do good.
But yeah, Caitlin Clark been good, and to an extent, she has dominated, but not really. All right, so the last thing we're going to talk about is Jimmy Butler to the Warriors. Do you think that really going to happen?
No, I think that's cap. And then on top of that, the fit. And then on top of that, what would you give up for Jimmy?
Okay. Speaking of that, I saw a trade proposal. I'm going to read you this. So, the Warriors will get Jimmy Butler. I ain't going to lie, I don't even know who this dude's name is, but his name is Peel Larson. Don't know who that guy is. It's Pelle Larson. Don't know who that guy is. I don't know.
No, I know right now.
But let's just say the Warriors get Jimmy Butler. The Miami Heat get DeAndre Hunter, Bojan Bogdanovic, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Mooney, a 2025 first round pick from the Warriors. And the Hawks get Andrew Wiggins, Kevon Looney, Nikola Jovic, Gil Santos, a 2027 first round pick from the Warriors, and a 2031 first round pick from the Heat.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Wait, read the trade one more again. It was a lot of niggas. Read the trade one more time.
Okay, I got you. So the Warriors would get Jimmy Butler. The Miami Heat would get DeAndre Hunter, Bojan Bogdanovic, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Mooney, a 2025 first round.
So they're trading Kuminga?
According to this is just a trade proposal.
And Wiggins?
Yeah. So yes. So this is just a trade proposal and a 2025 first round pick from the Warriors. The Hawks would get Andrew Wiggins, Kevon Looney, Nikola Jovic, Gil Santos, a 2027 first round pick from the Warriors, and a 2031 first round pick from the Heat.
No, I'm not doing that. The Warriors team is going. What team are they going to have after that?
It's going to be Draymond, Jimmy, Steph, and whoever.
Brzezinski?
Yeah, AirPods. They still got him, and after that, that's it.
Yeah, that's it, bro. No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. No, y'all team gonna be worse if y'all. I mean, yeah, you getting back Jimmy, but Jimmy don't even play 60 games. And if y'all dismantle y'all team like that, how y'all gonna win games? Because Jimmy is obviously gonna take time off unless he's just so healthy this year. And then you got an older Dray, and then you got a Draymond Green. He's getting older. He's not moving the same no more. Nah, bro, I'm not doing that shit. Hell no. The other teams, if I'm the other teams though, yeah.
Hey, if I'm the Hawks, I'm up. If I'm the Hawks, I'm up.
Even the Heat getting.
No, I mean the Heat. My bad. The Heat. Yeah. If I'm the Heat, I'm up.
Yeah, I'll do that in a heartbeat if I'm the Heat. But if I'm the Warriors, nah, I'm not doing that, bro.
The thing is, first of all, like you said, Jimmy Butler don't even be healthy. And then Jimmy Butler, allegedly he wants $111 million for 2 years. That's 50 something a year. You gonna pay Jimmy Butler, who's 35?
No, I'm not paying that man
50 something a year.
I'm not doing that, bro. He can't even give me 40 games. I'm not doing that.
Klay Thompson, he's not better than Jimmy, but y'all didn't even want to pay Klay Thompson 20 something. You gonna pay Jimmy Butler, who's 35, 50 something a year? And like you said, you're giving away your whole team, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, Jimmy Butler the needle mover to y'all getting back to conference finals or finals?
No. Now, if they were able to keep like Wiggins or Kuminga,
Kuminga gotta be in there, bro. Kuminga got to be in there regardless.
If they were like, if some way somehow they were able to keep Wiggins or Kuminga and then like get like a big or something like that to go along with Jimmy, then okay, I could see that as a needle mover, maybe championship. But you giving away your whole team for a 35-year-old who wants $50 million a year? You gonna fuck up your franchise after that.
But it's only because of Steph. It's really because of Steph. Bro, that starting lineup would be Steph, AirPods, Jimmy, Draymond, and Trace Jackson Davis.
No, bro. That is not it. That is not it.
Is that team playing? Worthy? Could they make the playoffs with that team?
They can make the play in.
I
don't think they'll make the playoffs. Because they're not going. That's not enough.
If I'm the Heat, bro, I get DeAndre Hunter, Jonathan Kuminga. I still got Tyler, and I still got Ben. Bro,
I'm doing it.
I'm decent.
I'm doing it.
Decent. Now the Hawks, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what they doing. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what they like. Bro, Andrew Wiggins and Kevon, what's Jovic? I like Jovic, young player. I get that, but I don't know. Bro. If I'm the Heat, I'm a winner. If I'm the Heat, I'm a winner. I'm a winner. I'm a winner if I'm the Heat. Nah, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not paying Jimmy 50.
And then they're not even getting no picks back or nothing. They're literally giving away picks too. So
they're giving away their first. They would be giving away their first round pick this year, and then a 27th first round pick.
So you losing your future too. On top of that, for a third, no. Jimmy's still good, but I'm not giving up all that for Jimmy, bro. I'm not doing that.
All right, okay. This last thing, but this shouldn't take long. Chris Brickley, the trainer, he said Ben Simmons is better than his All-Star years. Do you believe that? Do you believe that, bro?
I am not buying into no Ben Simmons hype until he gets back out there on the court and shows me, bro. That's the only time I would ever judge Ben. He got to be on the court in order for me to say something like that, bro. And I feel like the trainer, this is contract year. And I feel like the trainer is just saying it so he can get the hype and buzz back around Ben. But other than that, I'm not believing no hype on Ben until I see it, bro.
Hey, man. Might be delusional, man. I might be delusional. Man. I might buy some Ben Simmons stock, man. It's contract year.
God.
They don't got nobody. Hey, man. He saying he better than his All-Star years. That was like 16, 8, and 8. Hey, man.
Oh, my God.
Hey, man. Ben Simmons might go crazy, man.
Oh, my God.
I don't know, man. They don't got nobody, though. All they got is Cam Thomas and Cam Johnson. That's it.
I hope he bounces back, but I got to wait to see, bro. I'm not believing that shit until I see it.
Hey,
that man couldn't even stay on the court for 30 games, bro.
Hey,
man.
The trainer said it, man. The trainer said it himself, man.
And then look, as soon as the season pop up, another fucking back injury.
No, that'd be crazy if he got injured again. That'd be crazy, bro. Because hey, that's what Gil and them said. They said, man, this is contract year. They saying they expect him to go to do what he was doing all them years in Philly.
He gotta show me first, bro. To be honest, if it's during fantasy season, I'll take my last pick on him. I'll draft him with my last pick.
Ben Simmons in fantasy probably won't even get drafted. I wouldn't be shocked if he didn't get drafted.
Nah, somebody is gullible enough to draft Ben. You just said your stock was high on him, so I wouldn't be surprised if you drafted him.
No, Ben Simmons gonna be later in the rounds though. He gonna be like late in the rounds though. He gonna be late.
My last pick. I'll draft him with my last pick.
Hey man, Ben Simmons, man. You know I still got his jersey in my closet, man. That Philly jersey.
Burn that motherfucker. You need to burn it.
It still got the tag on it. It still got the tag.
You try selling that jersey on eBay or Amazon? That shit gonna for a penny. For a penny? I buy it for a penny.
I go on eBay right now and I guarantee you it's a Ben Simmons jersey worth like $20-some, $30.
I wouldn't even pay $30. I'll pay you $5 for it, if that.
No, that's crazy. I'm starting to believe in the hype, man. This it though. This is the last year though for this. This is the last year. But now though, that is it for the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host, Sheldon Moore. That's my guy, Charles Jackson. Like, comment, and subscribe to the videos. Videos will be posted daily. Regular videos, shorts. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Follow us all. It's going to be videos posted every day. We'll see y'all next time.